Hey, what's happening guys? I'm ika.himee and welcome to my channel. So I had a video schedule and now my video schedule has been completely thrown out the window and it's just kind of like me posting videos whenever I can. There's a lot of things that are going on here, I guess. A lot of things that I want to do and art that I want to make and different things that I have to keep track of, so me keeping track of videos is becoming more difficult, but I am going to still try and make videos as much as I can because I do enjoy making them and posting them and sharing all this stuff with you. Yeah. So the main thing is that there's a lot of times where when I'm working on this stuff, when I'm recording it for you guys, I have to listen to music. And I'll usually actually be watching like Game Grumps or Markiplier or something like that, miscellaneous videos, at the same time that I'm working on stuff. So it's kind of like, it really depends on my mood because I'm not always in the mood to listen to music. I don't know why I used to really like listening to music while I worked, but I think now I'm much more into like podcast type things while I work. I don't know. So it really depends on my mood as to whether or not I'm going to record on a specific day. So I do make a lot of art that doesn't get recorded because of that. But yeah, I am trying to make an effort to make these videos for you guys. So I've been working almost exclusively in Speedpaint for a few weeks now. I'm really trying to get a hang of this program and learn it because I think that it has some really great application and it has some really cool things to it, some cool features that Paint doesn't have. So I'm really trying to figure out how to apply my coloring style to Paint because I spent so long using Paint and I'm very used to those tools. Now I do still enjoy Paint I think that if I were to go back to it, it would probably be just second nature and I would know exactly what I was doing. So Paint I have to work a little bit harder at, which is fine, you know, it's a challenge and I'm getting there, I think. You know, it's a lot of experimenting. I've been working a lot with my style as well and the way that I want to color things and stuff like that. So I think that all in all it's been a very positive experience and it's really helped my art improve and change and head towards a direction that I'll be happier with. So I think it's a fun thing, and it's also more convenient because I do most of my comics and manga stuff in Paint, so it's a lot easier if I don't have to transition between programs for my full illustration pieces. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing a lot of the time. This is my my OC, Sophie. She was actually from a manga that I was working on a couple years ago that I had put on the back burner because I got stuck. You know, I was kind of in a place where I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know what I wanted out of it. And I really liked the concept of it, and I liked the characters a lot, so I didn't scrap the story. Of course, if you know me, you'll know that I hardly ever fully scrap stories. I can scrap bits and pieces of them, but in general, I will keep the story and I'll just wait until I'm ready or wait until I have an idea, which sometimes it takes a couple of years for me to have kind of that good idea for how to better execute the story. So this one, it probably took a couple years for me to really get a solid direction. You know, before I had an idea and I was really trying to make the idea work, but I think the idea wasn't working and I wasn't really into it so much. So I moved away from that and I think it's a lot better now. So I am excited to work on the story because the characters I think within this story are some of my most interesting characters. I mean, not to say that my other characters are boring, but these definitely, I think, are very dynamic characters and they have a lot going on and I think there's a lot to their personal lives that will be fun to really get into and discover as you go through the story. So it is really exciting, and not to mention I really like drawing I really like drawing pretty characters, and this story has a lot of pretty characters in it. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Unfortunately, I don't think it will be in production for a little while yet. I still do have to do my horror manga Belladonna. I am still working on that. I kind of had taken a little bit of break because I had started a webcomic, actually, Purgatorium. I post on Tapastic. Wow, I made it sound like I said that really stupid, but I post on Tapastic. I don't know, that sounds stupid too. But I post it there whenever I have pages done, and I try and do multiple pages. Like, I don't like posting one page at a time because I feel like that could be kind of boring for people and hard for people to keep track of. So yeah, I try and post at least 2 pages at a time, but preferably 3 or 4 pages at a time if I can manage it. If it's been a long time, I'll just go with 2, but you know, yeah, so I've been doing that, and that's been like kind of a fun thing. That it's a webcomic, so it's not my typical manga style. I decided to go with something a bit more simplistic and cartoony, something that I thought would be easier to do quicker. And it's kind of based on an old style that I used to have with a few modifications. It is a lot of fun to work on, I have to say. It's all traditional so far because I'm just going through some of my comic paper, and after that's done I'll probably switch to digital, and maybe I'll color pages, I don't know, but right now it is black and white, and I really wanted to focus on the inking of it. So the inking is like all ink, there's like no tone to it, so all the shading and stuff like that is just done with ink, which is a fun experiment for me, and I don't know, I might change it in the future, but we'll see. But yeah, so you can check that out on Tapastic, links are in the description box below, and really thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I appreciate all the support. Feel free to subscribe anytime you want to be updated when I post a new video, and links to my shop and Patreon are in the description box below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!